Hey guys, it's Razel, and it is day number 8. I can't believe it. Day number 8 of my daily videos on being human. And I totally appreciate everyone's comments and likes and support and encouragement. Really means a lot to me. I'm going to try and look at the camera instead of at my face while I record this time. So I'm looking at you instead of me. So today is Women's Day. And I didn't know that until a guy friend of mine told me that, which is kind of ironic. What are you going to do? I don't really look at the calendar or read the news. So it's really interesting that today is Women's Day because tomorrow on the Jewish calendar is a fast day, the fast of Esther. And Esther is the heroine in the story of Purim, which is the Jewish holiday that's coming up on Sunday if you're outside of Jerusalem, and Monday if you are living inside Jerusalem. And and she was basically faced with this dilemma that I cannot even imagine what that must have been like. And she basically rocked it and was totally kind of sacrificed what she knew in her life and basically gave herself up to this unknown of what may or may not happen. Like she could have been killed. And to read more about the story of Esther and Purim, you can just Google Purim, the story of Purim online, and you'll find lots of things. But I was thinking about it because we all the time are faced with different choices in life, and we get so caught up in thinking about the past and worrying about the future, and we're so spend such little time in this present moment. And in this present moment is where there's information about your life, about you, about what indicators of where you should go next, and when we're not present, we kind of miss it. And I feel like it seems to me like Esther was, at the beginning she was like, well, I don't know, I might die. And then Mordecai said, listen, we need you. But if you don't go, then there'll be another messenger. And so she stepped up and was like, okay, I'm going to go to the king. And it seemed to me from the story that she kind of did this with enormous grace. Like there's this like calm about her. She just says like very clearly and calmly, like all of a sudden she had this, after this like worry back and forth, I know what's gonna happen, she had like, it seemed like she had this like calm where she was like, okay, she knew what to do. Okay, I'm gonna go, but I need you and all the Jewish people to fast for 3 days and 3 nights. And then she like step by step, calmly, then did that, prepared herself, went to the king, all turned into this whole big plan, and everything from the way it's written about is a completely different feeling than her original conflict of how could I do this? I might be killed, etc. Kind of like took her away from her anxious thinking and worrying about the future and being totally present to what was in front of her, which is like giving me the chills thinking about it. Like we're faced with things like, I don't know, nothing comes to my head right now, but we're faced with things that are much smaller than possibly giving up your life. And she had a switch, and she had a moment where she got out of her head and she was in the present. She's like, okay, how is my life unfolding? This is what the reality is. Now what? Now what? And we have this opportunity all the time to get out of our head and be in the present moment and be here and see how life is unfolding before us, because we never know what's going to happen. We never know. It's impossible. Sometimes I wish I could know, but actually when you're present to what life is bringing you and what's unfolding before you, magic happens. in our little minds and our limited knowledge and our limited foresight cannot possibly imagine what is waiting for us in the world and what the possibilities are. We don't know. And the best we can do and the best thing we can do for ourselves is stay connected to this present moment and go forth with calm and purpose and see how life unfolds. And in the story of Esther, she brought on the miracle of Purim that saved the Jewish people. So who knows what would have happened if she would have been too freaked out and been like, no, I can't go. But thankfully she did. And through her, an enormous miracle happened. So I'm going to bless everyone that we have the strength and the courage to stay connected to this moment and know that life is unfolding exactly as it should, and that we will know what to do every moment of every day when we stay present, and what will need to be will unfold before us, and everything will become clear. And life is happening for us, and life is guiding us. It's with us. Life is not against us. Life is with us. So just move forward with your head up and a straight back, and you'll be cool. You're going to be okay. And maybe you'll be privy to enormous miracles and blessings and revelation in your life too. Lots of love.